Hey everyone, thanks for watching this video. If you feel like supporting this channel, just click join and hope you enjoy this video.
Of the Carolina Panthers, who are these players? They are playing extremely well, led by Mike Mitchell, the ex-Oakland Raider.
That's like the Legion of Boom in Seattle. There you go. These unknown guys, the Legion of Boom. I like it. 3rd and 4, they're tested by Brady. He's sacked by Greg Hardy. His 7th sack of the season.
Back here at home tonight, the NFL under fire again. New outrage over players accused of domestic violence.
There's growing outrage over these disturbing, just leaked photos that show bruises all over the body of an NFL star's ex-girlfriend.
Greg Hardy is a defensive star on the field.
And again, it's Greg Hardy.
Hardy was suspended after a judge and an independent investigation by the NFL found him guilty of multiple instances of physical violence against his then-girlfriend, including, but not limited to, the time he threw her onto a futon covered in assault rifles.
It is bruises from head to toe. It is being strangled while Greg Hardy is threatening to kill her.
Threw her into a bathtub, flung her around, grabbed her by her hair from room to room.
Some girl's gonna upstairs. He is beating her right now. So get here now.
He was convicted during the first trial.
The photos only provide more graphic proof of what we already knew. Greg Hardy is a bad guy who happens to be a good football player.
60-day suspended sentence, 18 months probation on misdemeanor charges.
Hardy appealed the conviction, and the case against him was dismissed because Holder stopped cooperating with prosecutors.
Domestic violence charges against Greg Hardy have been dismissed because his accuser did not make herself available to help with the case.
This is his response into which the pictures were released, and he was asked about it.
Pictures are pictures, and they can be made to look like whatever they want to.
Police pictures are official police evidence. That picture looked exactly like what that picture looks like.
But he exercises right under North Carolina law. You know, all of a sudden, you can get the case reheard.
And again, the DA said he's under the impression he has reliable evidence that she took a settlement from him, a civil settlement.
You weren't proven innocent. You were let go because she didn't show up for her testimony.
Saying that I did nothing wrong is a stretch, but saying that I am innocent is correct.
I don't know what more needs to be done in the way of investigation here. I hope Roger Goodell will act quickly. 6 games would have to be, for me, a minimum. I would like to see 8, which would be half the year.
The alleged victim failed to show up, is thrown out, so he gets a full year's pay, $13 million, then comes back this year and has to lay out the first 4 games.
Hardy was suspended by the NFL for 4 games.
When I saw those pictures, I said, my God, why is this guy in the NFL?
Carolina Panthers said they were deactivating defensive end Greg Hardy.
Greg's decided to take a voluntary leave with pay until his legal proceedings are resolved.
The biggest thing was, Greg wanted to try and take away the distraction.
Anybody, in my opinion, that lays a hand on a woman, I don't care who you are, my friend, you never come back in this league. But Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, in his desperation to get a pass rusher, said, well, you know what, America, our Cowboy fans, he's all right. He's a good boy. We're going to get him all straightened out over here and bring him in there, which he did.
I have no problem with the Dallas Cowboys signing Greg Hardy from a business perspective.
And now you can beat a woman and play with a star on your helmet.
He's one of the real leaders on this team, and he earns it. He earns it with respect from all of his teammates.
He should have been in jail. He should not be on the field in the National Football League, and that's where the outrage comes.
I hope I come out guns blazing.
We're as uncomfortable as anybody is with what we saw in those pictures and what we know of this court case. Unfortunately, Greg Hardy's going to be a big part of this story.
He is the alpha dog on that team.
On Sunday, during a loss to the New York Giants, Dallas Cowboys defensive end Greg Hardy was caught on camera shoving special teams coach Rich Bisaccia. Cameras also caught the defensive end jawing with injured teammate Des Bryant on the sideline.
Hardy doesn't want to hear it.
No comment. Next question.
Hardy beats up women, but we're cheering him now because he's really good on game day.
There's 2 stories here, guys. One about the player and the other is about the person. And I think you have to separate the 2. I see a guy that is not aware.
New on Sports Center, some more NFL news to pass on. Former Dallas Cowboys defensive end Greg Hardy has been arrested on a drug charge.
Inside there's like a purple
plastic bag is, like a small baggie.
I don't know what that substance is.
When the season ended, the Cowboys decided not to re-sign Hardy. His pro football career thus came to an end.
I don't think that he gets it. I don't think that he learned his lesson.
He was trying to break into a new game. A pariah in pro football, Hardy has been building his resume in MMA.
This guy paid his dues. He lost everything. He's been building himself up for the last 5 years. He's done everything a human being is supposed to do.
Right.
And here he is.
Well, Dana, I don't know that you could have written a better script for episode 1, season 2. Who's going to the big show?
This is strange, but when you look at a guy like Hardy, Hardy has no experience. Tonight was his first professional fight, and but man, he can punch. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to bring Hardy in and put him on a, this guy needs to get some more experience, and we'll figure out how to do that.
I get an opportunity to show what I got, go back and work hard and come back even better than before. It's exciting. It's everything I could ask for.
Let's talk about the transition from professional football. We know it's a different sport. There's a big difference in the type of training, the endurance that you need, things like that, right?
Yes, sir. I would honestly say that, football is a big-time bang-bang sport, but there's nothing like these ballerinas in here going to war every day.
How long can Gordon withstand this? He can't. Greg Hardy, a knockout winner, this time even faster.
Man, I'm ecstatic. I'm above the clouds right now, man. It's an opportunity that I've been waiting for, that I've been training for, and God's blessed me with it, man, and I'm so excited.
Greg Hardy makes his highly controversial UFC debut in the co-main event. He loses via DQ to Alan Crowder after the illegal knee in the second round.
Right. And immediately the referee intervenes. That is an illegal knee.
That is illegal. Very illegal.
This is the last thing he needs. He's inexperienced. It's only his 4th fight. We get all of that. But nobody's going to care about that. All they're going to care about is his history and what they saw him do to get disqualified tonight. He just tarnished his reputation in the UFC pretty much before it even really began.
Got deep into the fight, was in the moment, was trying to time it, and I mistimed this. It's just not how I wanted to do things.
Well, I knew that guy was fading quick. I was like, he's fading. I don't like the way he's stepping. He looks exhausted. He tired out quick. Then he hit that dude with the illegal knee. Do you think he's still going to be in the UFC after that?
Dana said he's going to get another fight.
Oh, really? Wow. Interesting.
He was in his first real fight tonight. He's got 3 fights. He fought a guy with 13 fights. You know what I mean? He can fight. He's got a chin. He can fight. And he made a rookie mistake tonight.
Oh, big hammer fist. One of those knocked him out. Peace out. Greg Hardy busts into the UFC win column.
First UFC win, first round knockout. You made it look easy here tonight.
Every day I'm getting better. Every month I'm getting more violent, more nasty in the octagon, more humble and peaceful outside of it. And I'm just coming into my own, man. I love this sport. I love these people.
That's it. Greg Hardy knocks Juan Adams out in round 1.
I want everybody to know, calling my name comes with consequences. I want to say I love you, Texas. No matter how you feel about me, it's always the Prince of War, baby. Wow! I'm here for this. I'm born for it. I'm built for it. I'm the new breed of athlete. I told you once, I told you twice. I'm the Prince of War, man, and it's entertaining. I'm going to fight consistently. You're going to see everybody fall down.
Greg, Prince of War Hardy! In between rounds, Greg Hardy asked if he was allowed to use his inhaler. Someone told him he could.
Man,
took
you
a
can't
couple
do that.
bumps.
Wow. John, you can't do that. Like, you are not allowed to bring your inhaler into the octagon.
That's mind-blowing.
That's absolutely insane.
We're talking to you about your no contest.
Ventolin albuterol inhaler for exercise-induced asthma. Had it my whole life.
He was told by a commissioner that he could use the inhaler.
So everybody started screaming at me, he used an inhaler, he used an inhaler. What do you mean he used an inhaler? So when the fight was over, I went over to Dean Thomas and said, what are you doing? How are you using an inhaler? And he said, the commissioner said we could.
He literally did ask the inspector, can I use it?
Can I take my inhaler?
If you watch it, you can understand how it happened. He asked the guy, and the guy says it's medically approved. He says it's USADA approved.
The medical told you?
Yes. Yeah, USADA approved. It's on the commission paperwork when I weighed in. It's on the USADA paperwork when I take every single drug test so that y'all know that I'm not taking steroids and I'm just naturally a monster.
They knew he used an inhaler, and, it's just crazy.
The worst part for me is here I am letting people down again, you know what I mean? It's a sucky feeling, dude. I asked permission. He told me I could, and I'm in trouble again.
You have had a wild ride. In 2 years, you've gone from a guy who has his first MMA fight to a guy who's fighting guys like Volkov, who's a world champion in other divisions. What has this been like for you, and How do you feel about this victory?
Like going to Disney World, man. It's been a roller coaster like none other, baby.
I do want to bring up, if you're willing to talk about it, you riled some people up yesterday when, as a heavyweight, you stood on the scale and weighed 266.5 pounds. You had an hour, you made the weight, but what, as I mentioned, it caught people's attention for a little bit.
266.5. They're all crybabies. Shut up. And if you don't like it, come fight me. About that. It was a miscalculation. I heard a lot about, oh, he's unprofessional. I was actually very professional. I did exactly what I was supposed to do. I missed it by a couple decimal points, and I came over 0.4 over. Took the time that was allotted me and made a beautiful cut.
Greg Hardy by knockout in round 2.
This fight was nearly cancelled 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
What happened?
Some people from my past coming to extort me, put me in crazy situations, try to take food out of my family's mouth, and just a lot of outside circumstances going on, man.
You're a couple years into this UFC career, man. You've experienced a lot of different things. You've experienced a DQ. You've experienced an inhaler controversy in between rounds. You've been to Moscow to fight a guy. A lot of people were saying that you were going to become the first heavyweight to miss weight. What have you made of this journey through mixed martial arts so far?
That the fans are quite childish. There is no more rookie Greg Hardy. Fear me. These little boys in the UFC are nothing. They throw hands just like I throw hands. And when the time comes, and it's not yet, when the time comes, I will break you.
Doesn't seem to have any idea what to do off of his back here. Great bounce back round by Tempura. Hardy to get up.
Left instead.
Wow,
Hardy
here it is. No more. Big Dan punches. That's it. Marcin Tempura, win number 4 of 2020. And he does it by TKO in round 2.
You guys know me by now. I would have jumped off a building, did some crazy TO stuff if I was that guy y'all was talking about. I'm not. Never will be. I'm a good guy, been a good guy. Innocent man, always have been. And when people come back and they try to pray and take advantage of somebody that's, coming back and redeeming and regaining, kind of, messes with my head, and especially because they sprung it on me literally, right in the middle of me going to fight for my life. I am the guy that consistently and constantly succeeds. Since day one, being that guy, people see that as an opportunity to attack me because the world is painting me as this guy and everybody wants to see me down, but knows nothing about it. Please go check out my page and everybody else's page for real details, to go find out who I am and how it goes down. I'm an innocent man that was never proven guilty, and I was executed in the public. And it took away all the opportunities for me to go chase my dreams. And I'm gonna keep smiling and I'm gonna keep delivering for my fans because they deserve it. They didn't do anything. So I'm gonna bring it for them like I promised them I would, like the Prince of War should.